But politics starts at an early age. You don't need to go to college to be exposed to politics. I think it starts from year naught, you know. It's in little sayings and songs, nursery rhymes, fables. They're charged with morality for kids. And I remember I must have been as young as sort of 6 or 7, because it was infant school. And the first Monday of every month, the deputy headmaster used to do a fable at assembly, and it was his best day, okay? Now, he used to make it last about half an hour to 40 minutes, and he thought he was Peter Ustinov. And looking back, I think all the other teachers were going, look at that fucking wanker showing off to 6-year-olds. You know? He'd take his shoes off as well, yeah. And I'll tell one that he told, a fable, okay? It was the fable of the 2 mice, the lazy mouse and the industrious mouse. All through the summer, there was lots of berries on the trees, the sun was shining, it was lovely and warm. The lazy mouse would be eating berries off the tree, taking a bite, throwing it away, there was loads, right? The industrious mouse, he'd have a berry, sure. But he'd eat it all and he'd save one as well. Lazy mouse, forget that, just eating berries, running around, I don't care. The industrious mouse, well, I said, you know what, you should, look forward to winter because those berries won't be... Oh, fuck off, you square, I've adapted it, right? So anyway, you get the picture. So all through the summer, he's eating berries, he's running around, sunbathing. The industrious mouse, he's busy, he's eating berries, collecting berries, freeze-drying them, chopping wood with a little axe that he's fashioned out of a twig and a tiny little sliver of flint, and he's tied it on with a horsehair, and thus making it easier for him to stockpile wood for a much colder season. He hasn't got a fire at the moment, he's too hot, if anything. Just lying there like, oh. But come winter, burn the wood, make a fire. So, that's summer. So, to cut a long story, I'm making it last longer than he did, for fuck's sake. Right. So, autumn comes, same pattern. Lazy mouse, he's just fucking about eating the last of the berries, right? The industrious mouse, collecting the last of the berries, and he's got too much wood, if you want, in my opinion, but he's not going to run out. The stuff at the back's probably damp. Circulate it. Doesn't know what he's doing, but he's doing his best. And the lazy mouse, he's just having a laugh. He's loving autumn. He's just kicking through the leaves. Underneath the leaves. You can't see him because he's too short, but you can see the leaves sort of move like that. You sort of go, what's that? What's that? I can't see. It's just lazy mouse. You can't, but that's what's happening. Don't think it's a ghost or something, or it's just... If you could go in there like with a really high-tech sort, like in Discovery Channel, they go... You'd probably see the lazy mouse going... And winter comes. The ground is cold and hard. There's no berries on the trees anymore. It's freezing, okay? The lazy mouse is out there, he's scurrying around, he can't find anything. The industrious mouse is in his cottage that he's built out of just odds and ends. Roaring twig fire, pipe, rocking chair, or a pebble, just a pebble, sort of modern. And don't they hibernate? This is bollocks, isn't it? These mice didn't, anyway. So he's there, and there's a knock at the door. He thinks, who's that? So he goes over to the little door. Tiny knob, obviously. What do you want? It's obvious what he wants, isn't it? And he goes, oh, well, it's cold, and I'm hungry, and there's... Well, definitely smokes now, right? That's not my porn mag, right? He goes... Well, I did warn you, didn't I? Yeah. Never mind. Come on in and share with me. Where's the moral there? What is the moral of that tale? Fuck around, do what you want, then scrounge off a do-gooder. It's a terrible lesson for kids. Most of the kids in my class kept that up. He also told the one about the boy who cried wolf. A boy looking after his sheep, gets a bit bored. It is boring. Just making sure you've got... Probably tiring as well, because if you're counting them, you're probably getting a bit drowsy, aren't you? Anyway, so gets a bit bored. Nothing to do here in the Bible. Anyway, so a long time ago. And he goes, it was just a Monday. That's the worst, isn't it? And he's just bored. And he goes, I know what. I'll have a laugh. And he goes, wolf, 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 wolf. And the villagers come out and goes, where's the wolf? They go, no, there's no wolf. He goes, oh, you're four. So the next day, he thinks, well, that worked a treat. I'll do that again. He goes, wolf, wolf, wolf. Where's the wolf this time? Still no wolf. Oh, yeah, oh. Third day, there really is a wolf. And he goes, wolf, 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 wolf. But the villagers don't come because they don't believe him. And we were told the moral of that is never tell a lie. No, it isn't. The moral of that is never tell the same lie twice. Terrible lesson for kids. Nursery rhymes. Do you know, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, which I later learned meant his cranium. I thought his hat fell off or something. And Jill came tumbling after. And that is a true fable of the time, of I think the 16th century, about two illicit lovers who used to go up to the hill, out of the sight of the villagers, and have it off behind their spouse's back. What's the moral there? What is that? Don't fuck around with sluts or you get your head caved in. No. I've never worked out what the moral of Humpty Dumpty is. I can only think of don't sit on a wall if you're an egg. How is that applicable to an 8-year-old human? I don't... You in there go, well, what's the moral there? Oh, don't sit on a wall if you're an egg. What? Of course I wouldn't. What do you mean, if you're an egg? It's not going to happen, is it? What? Are there eggs reading that going, I was just going to jump up there? Fucking hell. Good job. Oh, God. Wait, don't get on there if you're an egg. No, why not? Look, read that. Fuck. Don't send horses to perform medical procedures. Of course they couldn't put him together again. Of course. It's obvious. They haven't got the dexterity. It's obvious. I wouldn't have sent them in the first place. Don't experiment. Don't experiment. They can't even scrub up. They can't. They haven't got thumbs, let alone opposable thumbs. They couldn't sew to save their life. They couldn't. If I had to design a perfect egg-crushing device, it would be a hoof. Doesn't matter if they're king's horses or Steptoe's horse. All the king's horses. Certainly don't send all of them. It's going to be chaos.